Hi everyone, I decided to go live, just spur of the moment thing. Why not, really? I've been to the hairdresser today and I've been doing some other videos, so thought I'd say hi. I need to do my part 3 of the 3-part series of 15 signs that your man is watching porn regularly. It has been an interesting journey, this one. I knew it would be. As soon as I started to turn towards the women to give them some advice, I knew the men would get upset. So here we are. Now, just letting you know a few things. I'm not going to announce that you join this live. I'm also not going to acknowledge any waves or hellos or comments or anything like that until after. That's for privacy reasons, so you are safe watching me today. Okay, so I get asked by women all the time. I get phone calls, I get emails, I get texts from women wanting to know, how do they know that their man's watching porn? The fact that they've rung me pretty much says it all. They already know, and that's why they're ringing me. But some of these women are trying to hire private investigators before they actually have a conversation with their partners, because these guys are now, cheating and taking things a little bit further than just the porn addiction. So I'm here to just save everyone some time, all the women and me making phone calls, and we're just going to cover it today. So the porn addiction side of things, the word addiction is causing a bit of amongst the men, so we're going to start calling it watching porn regularly, so it's a little bit calmer. Any man that's watching porn regularly, I guarantee you has a porn addiction. I know it's a big call, but I've been working in this field for a long time now, and I can guarantee you almost pretty much 99% sure that if you tried to go without porn, we'd have some major issues coming up. Not only would you like to watch it and you feel like you're going without, but there will be erection issues and mental health issues popping up as well. If you'd like to take my 2-week challenge, which is a masturbation challenge, you can do that. I'll give you the link once I post this on Facebook. And that's a 2-week masturbation challenge where you get to masturbate under certain guidelines for 2 weeks to actually find out yourself without having that conversation with me as to where you're at, what's happening with your penis, what's happening with your sexual energy, all of that kind of things. So I'll let you know. Okay, what else do I need to tell you? Oh, and don't feel ashamed if you are watching porn, and don't be stressed. I know you're watching me. I know that you're watching my page. I know that you're fearful of engaging with me. I get that. I know you don't want to share my stuff. I know most people are embarrassed about this, but I deal with this all day, every day, and it is 97% of men that I have come in contact with, and also I've done survey, and those are the results. So it's almost everyone. So you say you don't know anyone that has a porn addiction, I just turn to the guy next to you and you'll find out pretty quickly. Now, the top 5 for today. When a sign that things aren't, erections aren't working, for example, is if your man is receiving 100%, he may have issues with erections. Porn addiction is the #1 cause for erectile dysfunction, and I see it in probably 85 to 90% of men. So it is really, really high, but you guys won't realize it's happening until you actually get off the porn. So without the porn and without sex, do you get erect? That is the question, right? And if he's receiving, say for example, you're giving your partner a massage and his eyes are covered and you're not naked, I can guarantee you that he may have trouble with erections, when normally a guy that doesn't watch porn is getting turned on by all of that stuff because he has lots of sexual energy and he is being triggered by your touch. Okay, so that's the first one. The second one today is someone that is persistent with requests for the way that you dress, the way that you wear your hair, the things that you should wear in terms of lingerie, heels, that type of thing. This is especially for someone that you've just met. Anyone that's doing that, massive porn addiction. I'll give you an example. I dated someone who was doing this to me. He was asking me to do things, wear my hair a certain way, wear slutty dresses. He'd send me photos of girls that he thought I should start to look like and dress like, and it caused a major problem in the a very, very new relationship and ended in the end because of these things, right? So that's a really big sign when someone's asking you to do all of that. Now, let me just put a disclaimer there. I'm not a non-adventurous person. I'm all for spicing it up in the bedroom. I'm a tantric healer. I deal with couples all the time. It's not about that. We're talking about a man that is constantly out of context asking you to do and wear certain things. If that makes sense. All right. The third one today is he will be making inappropriate comments all the time. This I've noticed on the dating scene. I notice it when they actually converse with me on text and then in person as well. Last year, I had someone throw themselves at me, which was fine, and then say, "I wish I could throw you on the bed and rape you." Needless to say, that didn't go down too well and that didn't last too long. So the constant comments that I hear from men, on dates and things like that are, the girl that I slammed, the pounding, the chick that I this, all of this talk is all porn language, and it's not how guys talk when they don't watch porn, guaranteed. And I have a lot of experience with a lot of dates to tell you that information. All right, the number 4 is that your man's actually saying that he has a high sex drive. He will talk about that all the time. I've got a high sex drive, I've got a high libido, but he's actually not interested in you. That's a really big sign that he's watching a lot of porn because he has no sexual energy. He thinks he does because it's running off the porn addiction, which is a neural addiction. So that constant need for the thrill and the buzz and the chemicals in the brain is what he's actually looking for. And he would probably, even though he won't say this, would rather watch porn and get that thrill in his body because he has that addiction. It's exactly the same as a drug addiction, rather than being intimate with you, because the chemicals that are released in intimacy are not completely different, but they are different to a porn addiction. Right, the last one is number 5. He will be suggesting threesomes, open relationships, and swingers parties. If you guys want to do that, again, that's fine. We're not here about that. We are here about someone who is instigating these things because that is the next step. These people are already having a porn addiction. They're already seeing sex workers, and they are already getting massages all the time by other women. And they don't want to leave their relationships, so they are looking to ramp it up and spice it up with you. And trust me when I say I hear this all the time. I'm going to throw in a bonus one today because I want to wrap this series up and I do have one more to cover. Guys that are always wanting rough sex, if they're pulling your hair, if they are holding your head while you're performing oral, it's a massive red flag. Excuse the freight train going past. It is a definite sign that they're watching porn. They're looking for that slutty kind of exchange. They're looking, I can't tell you the amount of times that men have just gone rogue on me in the bedroom when I've only just met them, and it's all this violence kind of rough sex. Now, a woman doesn't necessarily not like rough sex, but I think the definition of rough sex for a woman is completely different for a man, especially when there's porn involved. So there you go. You have 6 today of 6 signs that your man is watching porn. Hope you've enjoyed my live. And I'll put the ebook in the link provided. I'll put the 2-week challenge link in the post as well. And if you'd like to do any couples therapy with me or coaching for the women can contact me and we can go through what you're actually going through, and I can support you through that. And also the men, of course, I'm always helping the men. So get in touch, send me a number, and we'll get on a call. Have a great day. Bye.